Hey, what's happening to you guys? Extreme Person here and welcome back to another video. So today's video I'm going to be talking about motivation. Now before I go on, I just have to say that I don't have this video scripted. So in fact I never have any of my videos scripted except for when I'm doing a machinima or something like that. But I never usually have my videos scripted, so I don't even know why I'm making this kind of like an announcement. But just in case, if you feel like I'm kind of going all over the place here, I'm just talking from the top of my head. I'm just trying to be as genuine as possible. So in this video I'm going to be talking about motivation, and I'm going to be looking at my YouTube channel specifically and seeing what I've done and where I came from when I first started up YouTubing, and why as of late I've started to kind of lose my motivation when it comes to making videos. Now I'm not saying that I want to stop making videos. What I'm saying is that I'm not putting as much effort as I want to put into a video. Like, I'm not trying to make sure that my keyframes are all perfect, that the audio is nice and smooth sounding. I'm not trying to create videos that shows that I've put in hard work into those videos. And I just wanted to kind of just talk about it and just kind of reflect on pretty much why I'm losing that motivation. So I think it's kind of like a story time in a sense, but it's not really that much of a story. But anyways, let's just talk about it. So when I first started out making YouTube videos, I wanted to have a platform where I could talk about video games and, you know, anime. That's kind of like the initial start of why I wanted to make a YouTube channel. I wanted to be able to talk about anime, talk about video games, and have other people come in and share their own opinions in the comment section, and we can have a discussion. That's kind of like the idea of why I started my YouTube channel. And I kind of wrote a blog about my experience as a small YouTuber on my website, which kind of did well, by the way. I'm quite surprised that that particular article did really well. But I wrote about my experience as a small YouTuber and the mistakes that I made trying to grow a YouTube channel. Like, you know how when you start up making a YouTube channel and you do one type of video, and that one type of video ends up doing super well, and you decide you want to keep making that one type of video, but then eventually you get tired of that one type of video, but you become stuck in that, you know, subject. Like, that's kind of like what people know you for, and trying to switch and change to a different thing becomes a pain in the ass. That's what I did when Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 3 Full Burst first came out on PC. So before that, I used to make videos on whatever the hell I wanted to make. Like, whether it be PlanetSide, I did a lot of videos on Wavering, a lot of videos on, you know, other games that I was interested in. I just did a lot of videos on various different things, and I also did a lot of machinimas and skits and something funny. Like, I wasn't trying to be trendy, I was just trying to make something that I would find funny and find people who have similar sense of humor as me, and that's kind of like the idea I went with. So once Naruto Full Burst came out, and I made my first video, I got so many views, and I thought to myself, bro, I have to keep making Naruto videos. So I kind of did that. Like, I keep making Naruto videos after Naruto videos. I obviously changed the way I would make my videos. I started, like, you know, screaming a little bit in my videos. I started doing all this stuff that were popular at the time, and eventually I couldn't even watch my own videos. I couldn't even watch my own videos. You know, I would make videos for the sake of, you know what, it's time for me to make another video so I can get more views, so I can grow more. I started thinking more about the views and numbers rather than making my own videos that I wanted to make. So essentially, it came to a point where I wanted to make something completely different. It wasn't Naruto related, it was just a machinima that I had in mind, and I wanted to make that video. So I made the video, uploaded it on YouTube, and obviously it didn't do that well. And it kind of fucking destroyed me a little bit, because, you know, I put so much. That was the only video. Like, think about this. I went let's just say, for example, I went 2 months of just uploading Naruto fights, which were, in my opinion, kind of easy. In my opinion, you just have to make a fight video, talk about the fight, react to it, and then upload the video on YouTube. So I kept doing that for such a long time, and then the one time I decided to actually put some effort in editing and put as much of my experience with video editing into practice, for that video and upload it, and to get such a minuscule amount of views compared to my other videos, it kind of destroyed me a little bit. So once that happened, I sat back a little bit, back at that period, and I thought to myself, okay, I'm seeing what I'm doing wrong here. Like, I know, like, I started seeing that if I keep doing Naruto videos, I was going to get stuck with Naruto content. Like, I was going to become a Naruto YouTuber, a Narutuber or something like that. And back then, it didn't really bother me, but then I realized that it kind of stopped me from being, creative. It stopped me from being able to create the content that I wanted to create. So after a while, I said to myself, you know what? What I meant is that after a while, I decided, you know what, I'm going to upload whatever the heck I wanted to upload. Like, it doesn't really matter if I get no views, it doesn't even matter if I get dislikes. I wanted to make videos that I wanted to make. So I made a video, kind of like an update video, kind of explaining to you guys that henceforward I'm going to be uploading whatever the hell I wanted to upload. Like, whether it be Naruto, Dragon Ball, a fire game that I'm interested in, whatever it is, I wanted to make that video. The first few videos, like, I described my change in video content as a type of phoenix thing. You know how a phoenix, after it reached a certain point in its lifespan, it dies out, and from the ashes a new phoenix will arise. That's kind of like how I saw my resurrection as a content creator. Like, I decided, you know what, the first phoenix did well, it's time for it to go, a new phoenix needs to rise. And that's kind of like where I even said it in the video. That's how I described my new change in YouTube content. That's why I have the Phoenix Empire as my name for my community, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys have accepted that name. I just made it because I thought it was cool. I don't know, I'm really cringy like that, but that's why I decided to call the community the Phoenix Empire. Anyways, after a while, I started making videos. The videos that I wanted to make. And after a while, my views started to go back up again. I started finding new people who liked the type of content that I was making, and it felt awesome. It actually felt super awesome to be able to create content that I wanted to make, and to find people who like that type of content to obviously enjoy it. And that's kind of like my mindset has been for the longest time, to be able just to create whatever I want to create. Even right now, as you guys can see, like back then, if you go back like 2 years ago, you would see that my entire upload list would be Naruto battle number 2, Naruto battle number 14, Naruto battle number 275. Like, it was really bad. But now I'm able to make whatever video that I want to make, because it's fun. Like, as you see right now, I'm making discussion videos on Sonic Forces. It's a game that I'm currently interested in. It's weird that I've never talked about Sonic for such a long time, considering his name is in my name, but whatever. Alp Solver, you guys are enjoying my Alp Solver discussion, which actually makes me really happy. Obviously, I haven't given up on Naruto. Like, I'm not gonna ditch Naruto. So, Naruto, Boruto Shinobi Strikers, I'm interested in that. Dragon Ball, obviously, Fighters, and obviously, my machinimas and skits. Now, here's the thing about my machinimas and skit. The reason why I have a section called machinimas and skit is because it's my way of motivating myself. Like, every time I feel like I'm getting stuck in making videos, I would decide to myself, you know what, whatever crazy idea comes to my mind, I'll just make it into a machinima and creatively create something that isn't structured and it's just for fun. So my machinima videos don't exactly do as well as my other videos, but I do enjoy them. I do enjoy creating those videos. Now, one of my favorite machinima right now, I think personally, is the video that I made about what was it again? I think it was the Overwatch loot boxes that I made. I liked that one a lot. I rewatched it a little bit. It was funny as hell to me, so I like that as well. The other one that I made was another one called Universe, in which I gave my character his own voice. Now, obviously, some of the lines were obviously cringy, but it allowed me to be creative. Like, I have a bunch of shit that I've made in the past that I really do enjoy. Like it ranges from, you know, comedy stuff to, you know, AMV, just crazy stuff that I feel like doing. So that's kind of like where I've kind of gone from there. Like, so let's talk about the actual topic when it comes to motivation. that's the topic. Like I went and gave you guys a little bit of a background as to where I started out, how I made my mistakes, and how I learned from it. So the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because, you know, usually I would stream once in a while on both on YouTube and on Twitch, and I would get people asking me, how do I start up a YouTube channel? How do I get people to follow me and stuff like that? And, you know, honestly, it's about just literally being yourself. Like I'm talking about being yourself, like acknowledging that there's some things that you can do and some things that you just can't do. Like for instance, reaction stuff, like reacting to a new trailer for a new game or reacting to something like that. There are people who are able to do it, and obviously there's people who fake it. Like you can tell that there's people who fake it. It's easy to fake, to be honest, really, I'm not gonna lie to you. But I don't do it because, one, I don't react to trailers, even if they're the most hyped trailers out there, like Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like when I saw that shit, I was hyped, but I didn't go crazy. I didn't flip over my table, kick my chair, and scream to my top of my lungs. Like I didn't do that. I was just really hyped. I went on Twitter, shared my hype, and that's it. Like I wasn't hyped. I've tried reacting in the past, but once I realized that I wasn't really good at it, I stopped that immediately because I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do it. So being yourself, make the videos that you wanna make. Now, obviously people tell you to follow trends and stuff like that, but there's a way you can follow trends without actually becoming the trend, if you know what I mean. Like there are people on YouTube who have built their channel up on just trends alone, which is cool, but it's like yeah, whatever. But anyways, yeah. Also, it really helps. I know, like I've seen people talk about this, how you should be able to motivate yourself, and it's like I don't really agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Because well, in whatever that you wanna do, in a sense, you will always have people telling you can't do it. You know, whether it be friends, you know, family, like people will always tell you that you wouldn't be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. But then when you have that one person, like let's say for example how Deku has, or Chaco in a sense, if you have that one person that says you can do it, that can motivate you hella much. So it's like it's not too bad to have someone to motivate you and keep you going, but obviously it's important that you have a little bit of a motivation yourself. Like for example, if you look at Stan Lee, like Stan Lee was about to give up in making comic books, but his late wife motivated him to keep going one more time, to like try it one more time and see where it takes you. And because he got that motivation, that external that outside motivation, that pushed him to create something that we all come to enjoy, which is Marvel Comics. So I'm saying is that don't rely too much on yourself to motivate yourself. If you have someone who's outside, who's motivating you, let that motivation come in, absorb that motivation. It doesn't even have to come from people that you have never met in your life. It could be the people in your comment section who've been motivating you to tell you that your stuff is awesome, your stuff is great, keep it up. Absorb that motivation and keep that motivation in and do what it is that you want to do. That's all I'm saying. So especially when it comes to YouTube, you just have to be yourself. Like, don't look at other people and what they're doing. Like, even if there's someone in your kind of like area of expertise that's doing the exact same thing that you're doing, don't look at them as a competitor, as an enemy that you have to try and defeat, that you have to try and kind of like destroy in a sense, because that will only make you fall short in what you're trying to do. Like, look at everyone in the YouTube community as an ally, as a teammate, a supporter, like someone that you can, you know, like, there's something wrong with being a little bit competitive, but don't let it stop you from trying to, like, you know, build up a relationship or whatever, I don't know. So yeah, also, like, don't create content because it's popping, you know what I mean? Like, for example, you guys know in the anime community, Dokkan Battle is like really popular right now. People enjoy Dokkan battles, people enjoy watching people pull certain cards, learning about certain cards' ability. We also have the Naruto Blazing community, and obviously the Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links community. Like what I'm saying is that if you don't have a genuine interest in those things, don't try to create content for those things just so you can try and grab some views and grab some potential subscribers. Because you know, when I saw Dokkan pop up and Blazing pop up and all that stuff, I will not lie to you, I was kind of tempted to making videos on that stuff because I thought, hey, this might be a great way for me to grow as a YouTuber, to get some views and stuff like that. Then it kind of snapped back to me again that I was trying to do the exact same thing that I did for Naruto. I was trying to just create content for views and stuff like that, and you know, I didn't do it. Obviously, I didn't do it. I mean, I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it. I don't think I did. Anyways, I did actually make a video talking about how I hated Dokkan. I just hated the concept of Dokkan. I don't know why, but point is that I almost fell to the same trap that I fell a few years back. You know, trying to create content for the sake of I wanted to see my views go up. I wanted to see my you know, subscribers go up, and I don't want that. What I want to do is I want to be able to create my own content, whether it be cringy, whether it be shit, whether it be, you know, something that's just absolute borderline trash. I wanted to be able to say, I created this because I wanted to. This is what I wanted to make. This is what I had visioned in my head, and I finally brought it to life, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So as I'm probably gonna have to retitle this video because I literally was focusing on how to be a YouTuber and stuff. So talking about the motivation part, but I think it correlates in a sense, because if you are yourself and you create the contents that you want to create, you are more likely to be motivated to create the contents rather than saying, oh, you know what, another day I better make sure I create a certain type of content so I can get a certain type of views and keep my channel alive. So, you know, yeah. Which also goes back to, as you guys know, I have my own website as well, where I kind of been doing reviews for Boruto, you know, the Boruto anime, Attack on Titan anime, Boku no Hero. I'm also trying to start doing some reviews for recreators. There was another anime that I wanted to do as well. Oh, Made in Abyss. I watched the first episode. It's absolutely awesome. I wanted to make videos, no, reviews on our website, and in that side as well, I've started to lose motivation as well. Like, losing motivation can be very destroying. No, not destroy. That's not the right way to say it. It can very, I think, it's distraught. Like, it can really bring you down, and it could really affect you in certain ways. So it's like, I think whenever you lose motivation, you have to ask yourself why you started in the first place. Why did you decide to make a YouTube channel? Why did you decide to start writing blogs and stuff like that? Why did you decide to, you know, become an artist, to become a coder, to become, essentially, why did you decide to start your hobby? You always have to go back and look at why you decide to do certain things, and if you feel like you're straying away from your initial goal, you have to obviously admit that you've strayed away from your goal, and accept that you've did things for certain things. Like for me, I've admitted this in my blog and in certain videos. After a while of making Naruto videos, I was only making them because they were getting me views. I will admit that easily. I was only making them because they were getting me views, and after a while, it became so demotivating when I create other content and people just weren't watching it. So I had to bite the bullet. Like, I had to bite the bullet and create my own content and just watch my views obviously go down rapidly for a certain amount of time, certain period of time, so I could kind of recreate myself. Like, my goal was to break away from being a Narutober and just going right back to being a content creator. I want to have the flexibility to create whatever I want, whenever I want, and how I wanted it. So yeah, that's what it is. Like, for me personally, I wanted to create a community, people I can just talk to, and talk to, and to be able to express my opinions on, you know, anime and gaming and stuff like that. So yeah, that's just it though. For I guess my advice for smaller YouTubers, I know some people will look at my channel and say, oh my goodness, this guy's only at 3K, how can he be giving you advice and stuff like that? But I feel like right now there are more and more people who want to become YouTubers and who are kind of like stuck at 100 subscribers, I guess, you know, 2K subscribers and stuff like that, and they're thinking of, man, how do I grow? Do I have to do something special? Do I have to be trendy? Do I have to try and do something crazy, like, you know, like start drama and shit like that to try and get views? I mean, there are channels right now who started out as drama channels. Where are they now? You see what I mean? Where are they now? You don't want to be that type of channel who creates something because of the trend and then disappear a few months, I guess, later on. You want to be yourself. It's essential. Just be yourself. Create the content that you want to create. Obviously, when you're starting out new, you won't have obviously the skills, the knowledge, and how to adapt. So just learn. Watch videos on how to do certain things. Learn, perfect your craft, and before you realize it, you'll probably be at 10K, 200K without even realizing it. And you know, that's just it. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully this video would inspire someone to do what they want to do. You know, this video is kind of like for myself as well, because I have been losing a little bit of motivation and kind of like hearing it myself now, like I'm hearing myself speak. I've kind of become a little bit more motivated to make videos. So if you're kind of like in the same situation as me, let me know in the comment section below. You know, I'd be interested to hear what you have to say. I'll keep doing what I'm doing. If there's a new news update for Alp Solver, I'll make a new news update for Alp Solver. If I have an idea for... Actually, I do have an idea for a machinima skit. And it's about Dragon Ball, and I'm taking a little bit of a different twist towards it. So I'm gonna try and make that after this video. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna make that. If I wanna live stream, I'm gonna live. Just do what you wanna do. Like YouTube's already making it difficult where, you know, you can't really curse or say shit, fuck, asshole, shit like that, because you're gonna get demotivated. And it's like, don't do that. Don't change yourself just so you can try and maintain a certain, I don't know, it's so weird. Like, YouTube isn't gonna listen in on your videos and say, oh, you're saying a curse word, so we're not gonna put advertisement in your videos. They're just focusing on the meta tags and on the titles. That's it. I highly doubt, you know, there's a program out there that's going to be watching every single videos and listening for any keywords that you might say to discourage advertisers to come show up in your videos. I don't think it's like that. Anyways, I'm a stream by Sonic, and thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.